Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my psychic network. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, Scorpio. I'm here to do a reading for the week ahead. As you know, if you show up here all the time, if you keep coming back, thank you. And if you are my ride or die, you'll know that I always read for the week ahead, right? Whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you would love to join this really big and growing Scorpio tribe here. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I've got all these oracles here. We're going to look at those for the week ahead. Overall energies with the oracles. Then we're going to pull out some tarot, give you some details about what's coming up in the week ahead for you. We've got lay a solid foundation. We've card number 6. I want to say you're over the hump, my friend. It feels like you're sort of over some sort of situation that maybe was tough for you, and now you are about to lay the foundation on something. So maybe you're starting to build a business, maybe you're building a relationship, maybe you're building a friendship, but it feels like you're over the 5s. The 5s are about lack, and the 6s, things start to get a little easier. We're looking at greens and browns. To me, it's earth sort of type energy. So maybe it's the 6 of Pentacles I'm talking about, possibly laying foundation with friends. We've got the flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. So I feel like somebody here is in the in-between energy, that you are somebody who is maybe not quite out of the old vibration and hasn't yet entered the new vibration, but I feel you're working on it. Card number 26 is an 8. And so it's about the self. It's about putting the hard work in on something, possibly the hard work in on the self. Embracing the in-between is really important because it can be a frustrating place to be. We feel like we're sort of in the dead zone, right? Where we're not in the old vibration, we're not in the new vibration, we're building and building and building and working really hard, right? Beavers work really hard. And I feel like you have been in this energy of, when am I finally going to be over the hump? I feel like this is coming in the week ahead. I feel like you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor in something, whether it's a relationship, at work, whether you're building a house, maybe you truly are building a foundation, take it as it resonates. Something is about to become stable here. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. We've got success. I like it. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So I feel like for some of you, you are building some sort of foundation in order to put love on top of it. Successful love. I feel like somebody is learning to live differently, learning that a stable foundation in love is important. The stable foundation is the friendship, is building a friendship. If you build a friendship before you build love on top of it, so if you build the foundation before you build the house, then the house is going to be really stable and sturdy, and it will stand for a long time, right? So it feels like somebody here has really been working hard on themselves while they're in the in-between. I don't feel like you've just been sitting there saying, well, where's my new vibration? I feel like you've really been working hard while you're in this in-between energy, and I feel like it's because you're ready to love, but I feel like this time will be different for you, Scorpio, that you're going to build the foundation first, the friendship. We're going to go slow. We're going to go really slow. And I mean, you move slow anyway, right? You're a fixed sign. You move slow anyway at those things, but I feel like it's extra slow. Bottom of the deck, we've got relationships. I think for you, we are talking about relationships. And so it says relationships, but that can be anything, right? It can be friendships, can be love ships, it can be, workmate ships, whatever ship you're on. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So whoever's in your vibration. And so I feel like you're moving into a new vibration, a new higher vibration. And so I feel like you're about to meet new people. And so you're preparing for that. You're preparing by building a new foundation, or a more, building a foundation instead of what I'm saying, well, that was interesting. Instead of jumping into fire, I feel like you're ready to build it slowly in the pentacle world and go really slow. What's this? We've got the soul. So I feel it's your soul's success is what it feels like. It feels as though somebody here is taking a good, hard look in the mirror. Maybe journaling, writing things down, writing their own story. That's what it is. Oh, look, I was talking about building the foundation of a house, and look, we have a little house in the background there. So it feels like you are really, you've taken a really good hard look at yourself, Scorpio. And I feel like looking at yourself in the mirror, writing your new story, a new successful story, A new successful love story is what it feels like. We've got awaken. Somebody here is woken up. I like it. You're seeing things a little clearer than you used to. We do have violet energy here. We have some violet energy here. That is the third eye. Somebody here is seeing things clearer than they have in the past about relationships. So look, you could already have had your first awakening, but I feel like you're moving into a new vibration. And it feels like somebody is about to look at relationships very different than they used to. Look at that, reframing. And it's all about building a house, right? You're reframing the house. We've got a house in the distance. We've got somebody who's building a foundation. And so you're doing it really purposefully. We've got purpose here. You're doing it with purpose, and it's taking time, and you don't care how long it takes to create the foundation. I feel like I'm just talking to someone who's like, you know what? This is going to be different this time. It's going to be different this time. Tell me about Scorpio. One more card for Scorpio. Woo, patience. I like it. It does take time to build foundation, right? And beavers will go slow. They need to make a solid, sturdy foundation, right? Patience. It says manifestations are on the way. So I want to say be patient while you're in the in-between, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody here who's like frustrated because you feel like you're in the dead zone or in purgatory here, that you're waiting for something to change and something's not changing. I think it's because it's giving you time to build the foundation, to see things differently than you did before, and awaken to what a really solid foundation does for a relationship. We've got communicate. So we're thinking about communication, right? We've got this book here with the pen, and receiving and expressing the truth. So this time, I want to say for you, Scorpio, that it's going to be built on all of these things. Truthful foundations, moving slow, building a friendship, then moving into relationship. I don't see any cups here. I'm just saying things are going to be built in the pentacle world, pentacle things, right? Solid, sturdy, grounded. That's what it feels like here. Tell me more. Let's look at tarot for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, there's only 2 days left on the 10% off sale for private reads. If you're interested, please look in the pinned comment for your coupon code. Tell me about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. What else do we need to know? Ooh, Judgment. Look, it feels like you've laid something to rest, I want to say. The old you is done. The old vibration is done. So you've already pulled out of the old vibration and you're not yet in the new one. I want to say that things are about to, you're about to, like we see people coming out of their graves here, right? So I want to say that the old you has died already, and you're waiting for the new life to begin. But I feel like you're being called by the universe to say, it's time to get up. It's time to get up and do something here. We've got the Three of Pentacles. I really love this because the Three of Pentacles is about foundational things. It's about, learning something new. People learning something from you, possibly. It could be people in the workplace, right? These are two people that are watching someone else work, someone who's really good at what they do. It could be someone who's been watching you work, or you've been watching them work. Maybe you have your eye on someone here. But the Three of Pentacles to me is community, right? It's community, it's cooperation and collaboration. So I feel like the foundation, right? To me, it's the third leg on the stool is what I always see when I pull the Three of Pentacles. That's my guide, Charlie. He shows me my clairvoyancy. Someone putting the third leg on the stool is what it feels like. It's like things that were not really very sturdy or stable now have a new stability. It feels like that you could be possibly at your workplace, in the community, in a group of people, a social group possibly. It feels like something new is about to begin here. We do have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're about to meet somebody who is possibly just like you, Scorpio. I feel like you are the King of Cups, right? Feminine or masculine, but the Queen of Cups is here. Feels like your counterpart is here. Someone who's kind and compassionate and loving. Someone who might be a mother or a father. Someone who is very open to new things and someone who's very open to love. This is someone who I feel is the communicator, because there's blue here. And, you know, water's here, of course. That's why the blue is here. But blue is the throat chakra energy. And that is, somebody who's going to speak of these things, someone who is going to speak of their emotions. This is also someone who's quite psychic or empathic as well. We have the Hermit. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is the energy that you're in right now, that you're in the Hermit energy because you're you're being asked to embrace the in-between. And I feel like you're in the in-between in this Hermit energy. It does feel like you're about to sort of be reborn or get another second chance at something. For some of you, the second chance is that you're going to try and make friends again. You're going to try and get back into the community. You're going to try and get into groups and social groups. For others of you, I feel like it is the Judgment card is maybe you're getting a second chance at love. I'm not talking about a specific person, not from the past, not from the future, whatever. I'm talking about love in general. I'm talking about having a new, like a second chance to feel feelings, a second chance to invest in love. That's what it feels like here. And to talk about what you would like to invest in. It feels like right now is the time where you're supposed to be collecting wisdom, is what it feels like. We've got the Hermit energy here. And I feel like you're supposed to use your time wisely while you are in this in-between energy. Tell me why the Three of Pentacles is here for Scorpio. Got the Lovers. It does really feel like you're about to meet somebody here. For those of you who are open to that. We've got the World card. Oops. So I want to say that you're not going to be in the in-between for very much longer. It might be even ending in the week ahead. It might be ending at the end of the year. Take it as it resonates. The World card is here, indicating the end of something. Could be end of the year, could be end of the week. Take it as it resonates for you. But the World card is also achievement. It's also milestone. So it does feel like you've been spending a lot of time in your own energy, gaining wisdom about how to build foundational things. And as you find success in that, being patient, right, with all these pentacles here and this Virgo energy here, Virgo, Pisces, and Virgo, being patient with that, I feel like you are about to step through some sort of a portal. It does feel like there is somebody new here, possibly, that you might be meeting maybe next week. It could be in the week ahead. And as I say that, the Page of Cups comes out. It is new, something that's new, something that's good news. It could be good news. Maybe it's not a person for some of you. Maybe it's good news that's going to make you overly emotional, very happy. Some news is showing up that's going to tell you you've completed a cycle or you've completed a milestone. And then you will be moving into this, into the next cycle. It feels like you're in the in-between currently. Tell me about the Hermit and the Judgment card, please. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So it does feel like this is a time that I feel that you're sort of looking into the past. What could I have changed back there? It feels like with the Five of Cups, it is regret, emotional regret of the past. Maybe I moved too quick. The Page of Wands. Maybe Page of Pentacles is maybe there was a vibrational difference. Maybe we were too young when we tried before. Maybe you're somebody who tried it once, got married once, and said, I'm never doing this again. But maybe you were too young. Maybe you didn't have any information. You didn't know which way to go, right? There's two pages here. Two people on the same same vibration here, but maybe we were children when we got married. Maybe you married your high school sweetheart or dated your high school sweetheart and had some children, and now you have regrets that it didn't work out, but I feel like it was because you were too young. I feel like now with the Hermit energy, it feels like you're thinking about that, but now you have more wisdom. Now you have your light. Now you know how to build foundations successfully because now you have patience, which is Virgo energy. Tell me about, and you know, the thing is this, is that, you know, we tag or we have things that we say about certain, I'm an energy reader, so certain energies. And I'm a Taurus sun. And people will say, well, I thought Taurus was supposed to be the most patient. Well, look, I'm a Sagittarius rising and I had to learn my patience. Just because you're a Scorpio doesn't mean you're the most patient. You could have crazy fire in the rising of the moon, right? Maybe you're just not the most patient. Maybe you had to learn the patience. I feel like somebody here wants to invest in some big love, but I feel like you're going to do it slow because we start with the Page of Cups and we move to the Queen. So it feels like it grows quickly after the investment happens, but first we must create foundation. And I feel like you're creating financial foundation. Maybe you're building a house or learning about how to build a successful foundation. Tell me about the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Star, Two of Cups, and the Five of Wands. The Star and the Two of Cups is telling me you're not dating just to find passion. You're waiting as long as you need to wait until you find the star, the one that you want to be with, right? The Two of Cups, the one who is on even par with you, the one who's in your vibration. The Star tells me that you're hopeful, that you're manifesting, that you are in your own very balanced energy, but you're not in a hurry. You're like, I'm going to build a foundation. I'll learn some things while I'm in the in-between. And I'm just going to hold back until the right person shows up. Because I feel like this Queen of Cups is telling me that you will not take anything less than a queen or a king, is what it's telling me. So somebody who's emotionally available, who's kind and compassionate, someone who knows the self, someone who may be a good mother or father. I feel like you have a list of criteria and none of it has to do with how they look, kind of money they have, or the house they live in. I feel like you have a criteria all on your own. I feel like something that you're going to invest in is about to show up here really quickly. Around the corner, some of you, it could be the week ahead. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Death card. And we've got the Nine of Wands. So I don't think that you're meeting someone from work. I think that what is telling me here is that whatever you've been working on, which I think is yourself, is very transformational. I think you've changed the whole game, Scorpio. You've changed the game for yourself here. I feel like just when you thought that you should give up, that's when love shows up for you. The Nine of Wands is here. You're exhausted. You've been through a lot in this life. I feel like there's a transformation that's been exhausting. Maybe it's an awakening. We've got this card here being in the in-between, and then we have the Death card with the Hermit. It feels like you are having an ego death, is what it feels like. You're having an ego death, and you're now looking at foundations. You're looking at moving slowly. You're looking at what's going to last for a really long time. And I feel like as you're ready to give up here, I feel like that's when the Knight of Swords shows up. Something shows up that is going to make you invest here. What's the outcome, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? We've got the Nine of Pentacles, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Six of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like what's changing here is that you are no longer stuck in nostalgia. I love it. You're no longer stuck in nostalgia. I feel like you're ready to date. You're ready to get out there. I don't think you want to be single anymore. I feel like you no longer have to work on your finances. I feel like your finances are really going well. It feels like that. We've got 8, 9, 10 Pentacles. You've got enough foundation in a house, or in your finances, or in the 3D period. And I feel like you're no longer stuck to the past. The Wheel is here, which is changing everything. And it's expanding everything, which I really love. And it is, it could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly as a person you could meet. But I feel like it's telling me that it's divine timing for everything to change and move in the right direction, Scorpio. I feel like you're doing such great work this year, so keep up at it. And I feel like what's coming in the week ahead is this change. You're going to be releasing or letting go of anything in the past that has been pulling you or holding you to the past. I feel like that might be why you're in the in-between in this Hermit energy, so you can learn to let go and be ready to date again. That's what it feels like. There's a little bit of worry here that you may have to level up in order to meet the Empress. But I think that you know what you want, and it's good to reach for the sky. So you could be the Empress who's worried that you may not find anybody who matches your vibration, or you could be a person who's worried that if I meet the Empress, I'm going to have to reach, I'm going to have to raise my vibration. But I think you're up to the task. I think you are. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Scorpio. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.